welcome to the Album Listeners Club. My name's Todd, and it's time for some Friday Night Metal. And this week's is kind of a special one because, I got a new microphone for one. And I think it's going to sound better. My videos kind of sound like shit. They used to have like a buzzing sound in them. And I was actually on a game show on Rumble, like a trivia show with on Sleazy P Martini's channel, and I showed up on the game, and my sound was terrible, and other people that were there mentioned that there was a buzzing. So I'm like, ah, shit. So I checked into it, and I figured it out as my old microphone. So I went and got this one today at the local Canadian Tire, and works great. Sounds good. Just sounds clear. And actually I got a new webcam too. It's the same brand as microphone, which is JLab. Anyways, I'm happy with both of them. So today's Friday Night Metal. Of course, always got a beverage with me. Just a vodka lime soda. It's pretty tasty. But what's special about this Friday Night Metal, it's by two members of my favorite band growing up, which was Kiss. And these are my favorite members of Kiss and their solo ventures. And the first one being, it's a brand new album put out by Peter Criss. And here it is. I gotta zoom back here. So Peter Criss album, his new album, he just put it out this December, I think on the 20th or something. It was like a day before his 80th birthday anyways. And so I ordered this, and it's pretty awesome copy, brand new. It's got some good tunes on here. I've only listened to it once, but I'm going to listen to it again here, probably a bunch of times. But the first song, Rockin' Rock and Roll, it's awesome opener to the album. It's pretty good. And there's a song called In the Dark, For the Money, Murder, Walking on Water, Creepy Crawlers, that's another good one, Justice, Cheaper to Keep Her, Sugar, and Rubberneckin'. And these are all pretty good albums. It's got Peter Criss on lead and background vocals and on the drums. And then we got rhythm and lead guitars. We got Mike McLaughlin, John Five. On the bass is Billy Sheehan, Matt Montgomery on the track. Piano on some songs is Paul Schaefer from David Letterman Band. And additional background vocals, we got Dennis Collins, Sharon Collins, and Cat Manning. And Silver Cat Records. On the bottom here it says this album is dedicated to Ace Frehley, Bill Aucoin, Sean Delaney, and Stan Penridge. Those are all Kiss related names there. Ace Frehley being Kiss's guitarist and a good friend of Peter Criss. And Bill Aucoin was Kiss's first manager. Sean Delaney was in operations of Kiss. He kind of helped the band with their look and their stage presence and all that. And Stan Penridge, I think, was just in an old band with Peter and a friend of his growing up and throughout his life, and songwriter too. Anyways, so here it is. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you the album itself, because you could have ordered just the normal black vinyl, but I opted for the white. So anyways, here's the album insert. Got the band members on there that played on this album. Pretty cool. On the back, there's a bunch of thank yous to, family and friends, and Gene, Paul, and Ace. Gene Krupa, his influence growing up. So that's the insert that the record came in, but I like to put them in some sleeves. And here's the album itself. It might be kind of wacky with my background, but it's all white. All white album, if you can see that. I think my My background's gonna mess this up, but there it is. And yeah, sounds pretty good. Solid album by Peter Criss, and you can tell he's older, but it's good. I don't think he used a lot of enhancements on his voice. He sounds like an old man. Well, he's 80 years old, but he still has. You can tell it's Peter Criss, and he's still got a set of pipes. It's just not as screaming and yelling like he did back in the early days. Anyway, so that's Peter Criss. I'm excited about it. Glad I bought it. It's in my collection. And the second album I actually bought after this one. I was just sitting around and I thought, oh man, I should see if there's some Ace Frehley albums. And yeah, I got a lot of Ace Frehley albums and tapes, and saw this one. It kind of blew me away. It's Frehley's Comet Live +1, the expanded version. And I'm going to show you this too. I have this original on cassette. It was just, when it came out, it was called Frehley's Comet Live +1. And it's got songs. Side 1, we got Rip It Out and Breakout. Then side 2, we got Something Moved, Rocket Ride, and Words Are Not Enough studio album. But yeah, old cassette, Live +1, Ace Frehley. And I've played this tape millions of times. Surprised I still have it actually in playing condition. But anyways, when I saw the album, an album version and updated, expanded, there it is, Ace Frehley Live +1 expanded version. And here's the back. Good shot of the band members. And it's got a gatefold. And it is of Ace. Let's just pop that up. That's a good shot. Him just jamming. I don't know if that's the smoke. Oh yeah, smoking guitar. Sorry for the brightness of the lights, but yeah, so I was pumped when I saw this. I had to buy it. And the band members on this one are, of course, Ace Frehley, lead guitar, lead vocals. We got Todd Howarth on guitar and lead vocals, John Regan on the bass and background vocals, and the mighty Anton Fig on the drums. Which, if you know Anton Fig, he plays with Paul Schaefer in the band, the David Letterman's band, late night band. But he also has a long history with Ace Frehley. He was a drummer on Ace's 78 solo album. When Kiss put out solo albums for each member, he hired Anton Fig as his drummer. He'd heard about him and got him to play. And yeah, Anton Fig is a gnarly player. So anyways, yeah, and on these songs, the difference between this album and the original. So side 1 on the tape, it has Rip It Out and Breakout. On the album, it has Rip It Out and Breakout, but it also has Shock Me as the bonus track. And these are all live songs. Then on side 2 on the cassette, we got Something Moved, Rocket Ride, and Words Are Not Enough studio version. Side 2 on the album, we got Cold Gin as the bonus track, live Cold Gin. And then we got Something Moved and Rocket Ride, all live. And then Words Are Not Enough in the studio. And it says this album was recorded live at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago, Illinois, September 4th, 87. Also, other dates are at the Hammersmith Odeon in London, England on, March 19th, 88. And yeah, it's a great album. And it's a special thanks to our families and friends, especially our fans. You make it all worthwhile. We dedicate this to you. And yeah, this album was put out between, it shows the other albums, Frehley's Comet, the first one, Second Sighting, and Trouble Walking. So this album was basically put out as he had commitments with from what I understand from the record company to put out a new album. So this was kind of his workaround, do a live album and plus add a new track. So anyways, and here's the album itself. It's called Orange Crush vinyl. Pretty awesome. Love it. And sounds amazing. This album sounds really good. And being a Kiss fan and an Ace Frehley fan, I really love Ace. His solo stuff is just, he doesn't have a bad album. I love it all. And for Peter Criss, I don't have a lot by Peter Criss other than the new album and his solo album from Kiss. I got a couple versions of that. But as for his solo stuff out of the band, I don't have any albums. I have them on Spotify, but not in physical media. And one of these days, will get some Peter Criss as I see him. You know, they're I don't know if they're hard to come by, but the places I go to, I haven't found them. And then again, I haven't really looked super hard. Well, the one in record store in Red Deer I go to, I'm pretty sure they don't have it. But yeah, doesn't mean I won't find it someday. Anyways, that's my Friday Night Metal for this week, and hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the look at my new albums and my old cassette that I've had since 87 or 88, somewhere in there. Anyways, yeah, rock on, be cool, be a good person, and most of all, just, most of all is be a good person. But have a beverage tonight. Relax. You know, kick your feet up a little bit and enjoy the night. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next time. Right on. Take care, guys. Bye.